Hey guys, it's GoldeeJr Plus back with another video, and I'm ready to add more to your day. This time it's another more variety type of video. It's my top 10 video game series of all time. Now, it doesn't have to be a video game series to make it on this video. It can be a singular game or a bunch of video games packed in one. I made one of these earlier on my other channel, GoldeeJr, which you should also check out, but it's out. First of all, it's outdated. And my list was just wrong. I just disagree with it. Some of the picks were just incorrect. So, even for that day, I feel like there was a game like Fortnite was way too low on that list. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's get into it. Don't want to waste any time. So number 10. This is only one. I'm merging two different game series into one. Mario Kart and Mario Party, because they're basically both spin-offs that are more focused on multiplayer fun instead of storyline, but you can also play it against CPU. Like literally, those are like if you can say a premise for either of these two games. Now for Mario Kart, the two games I played out of this series are Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8. I've not played any of the other ones. Mario Kart 8 I enjoyed a lot. I think it's really cool. It's fun. It's actually really good. And Mario Kart 7, I've had that one for a long time. It's also a very good game. For the Mario Party series, I've played Mario Party DS, Mario Party World Tour, or whatever it's called. I think that's Island Tour, Mario Party, there's another DS one. Star Rush, Mario Party 10. Honestly, that's it. I haven't played many of either of these game series, but since I don't have a really wide range of video games to choose from for this list, the Mario Kart and Party series gets high up here. They're really fun multiplayer games, especially when you have people around the house to play with. Yeah, it's just a good game series. They really smashed it out of the park with Mario Kart. This is one of the most popular games, and it really has a competitive scene and everything. Well, Mario Party is more luck-based. It's definitely probably better for just more inexperienced players to have fun with, like me. Next, at number 9, we've got Minecraft. I'm pretty sure last time it was on the honorable mentions, I believe. This time it moved up to 9. Now, for a reason that it's above Mario Party, it's because if I could choose one of these games to play right now, I would probably choose Minecraft. Mario Kart and Mario Party are pretty fun, but playing them solo is not as fun. Mario Party is pretty much boring as heck solo in most scenarios. And Mario Kart is fine, but I like to at least play with one other person, so we could try to see who can get more points. But, and more, like, average placements. Minecraft is, a better solo game. I wouldn't really play it multiplayer that much, but it's fine multiplayer. But, just playing it by yourself, and the thing is that the freedom in Minecraft is so good. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You could just live a normal farm life. You could make farms, not only plant farms, also monster farms. You could trap, what? What's that thing called? The thing with no eyes. How did I forget? Anyway, you could, what I like to do, I like building stuff. I like building my own house. I have a series that's probably not going to be played much anymore. I have 100 days. I got to like day 70 and stopped playing it, and I could continue, but I doubt I will. But, yeah, Minecraft's pretty good, cool, creative, survival, whatever you want to do in it, you can do. I'm putting it over Mario Kart because it's more freedom to what you want to do, whatever you want, pretty much. And it's just more compatible for everybody. Not everybody likes those more competitive based Mario Party and Mario Kart games. So I just prefer Minecraft, where you can just chill, basically do whatever you want. And I might kind of prefer that too, which is why it's higher than those two games. If there's one thing I have a problem with it, is that I feel like there's not enough leading you. Like, since I'm not really much of a sandbox player, I feel like Minecraft could do a better job of maybe leading you on to do stuff. Like, the achievements could be on your screen or something. So you got, I want to go do this next. But that's just a small recommendation that I don't think is ever going to be added. Number 8 is WWE 2K series. Now, this is the second series on this list. Minecraft was a solo game. Mario Kart and Mario Party are series. WWE 2K, I've played a lot of those games. I've played 17, 18, 19. Well, I'm not 100% sure about 17, but I know I played 18, 19, 20, and then 22 and 23. 18, I don't have much memory of, or 19. Like, I don't remember much of those games. 2K20 was an amazing game. It had so many glitches, But back then, it was so fun to just do Royal Rumbles, eliminate your friends. Like, even though the game was technically pretty bad, like 2K20 was actually not very good. I still enjoyed it greatly. I still remember it to this day. Still like a B tier game. But then you got 2K22, which was literally almost the perfect game. WWE 2K22 is almost a perfect game. The graphics are great even on current gen. What else? The theme songs are great. The entrances are great. The combat is greatly improved. Like, fighting WWE 2K22 is amazing. There's only one problem. Number one, I didn't like the superstar mode, or whatever you would call it. My career in 2K22 was kind of mid. Let's be honest. I didn't like the kind of you can do whatever you want storyline thing, where there's no really main story. I didn't really care for that. And the other problem was the glitches. At least in PS4, there were so many game match-ending glitches that you had to restart your game for. But then 2K23 fixes both of my problems. First, My Career not only has the pick up storyline whenever you want to path, but it also has the main story that you can continue whenever you're done doing side missions. That's literally the best of both worlds. Micro WWE 2K23 is mad underrated. I've beaten the male version. I'm pretty close to beating the female version, I'm pretty sure. And maybe I'll end up beating that one as well. And the other problem, the glitches are rare now. They still happen, but just not as often. 2K23 is basically the greatly improved version of an already A game, like a 9 out of 10 game, and they made a 10 out of 10. The only reason I don't have 2K23 up higher is because it gets very stale after you do Showcase, and Minecraft. If you're not really a universe person, that's the only thing that kind of brings it down this list. I was being very positive for a game I only gave 8, but I mean, I love all these games. Just I love some slightly more than others. For example, Geometry Dash. Now, this is my only mobile game. I think so, but it's weird to see this game above WWE 2K, but I have played it more consistently. I can't speak. Geometry Dash 2.3 update actually came out fairly recently. I think, like January. I mean, no, December. Either early January or late December. But yeah, it's a pretty simple game. You just jump on over spikes and stuff like that. They recently added a platformer update. I played it a long time ago. I still haven't even beat all the levels in it. If it's a story game, I have to beat it. Like, I have to beat all the level. Like, if it's a story game, like, for example, this game isn't on that list. This is with God of War. I have to beat that game before I actually rank it. Geometry Dash is a game that you can 100%, but you don't really beat the game. There's always much more to do in Geometry Dash. There's not much to say about this one. It's just a really fun game that I can get around to playing at any time. You can play online levels. You can make levels. You can play the dev-made levels. Like, there's just so much you can do in the game, and it makes it pretty much a perfect mobile game. It's only $2, and even if you don't want to pay any money at all, Geometry Dash Lite has a good amount of the levels in this game for free. And then you can also get Meltdown and Sub-Zero. So I guess this technically is a game series, since there's 5 of them. I don't know. You can get World, Sub-Zero, and Meltdown, which are even extra levels. World has more bite-sized levels, while Meltdown and Sub-Zero both have really good 3 levels each. The reason it's not higher is because it's just kind of empty compared to some of the amazing games up here, and there's just no chance for a mobile game to get too high on this list. Next is number 6, and it's the Spider-Man series. It feels weird to have it this low, because I love literally 2 of the 3 Spider-Man games. Spider-Man 1, I haven't beaten it yet, but from what I've played, the boss fights are cool, but everything else... No, I like the packs, side mission stuff. We get a little bit of Spider-Man's life with that. But the combat's really bland after you played Spider-Man 2. The traversal's really slow after you played Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Miles Morales holds up to Spider-Man 2. I'll say that. Spider-Man 2 and Miles Morales are both equally, like, amazing games. I just feel like Spider-Man 1 falls off a little bit short. But I'm going to actually start being positive. Miles Morales' game was really short, and it kind of helped me get used to more storyline-based games. Because it's short, of course. It's easier to get through. Spider-Man 2 literally improved on everything in these other games. I even talked about... I have a whole review on this game on my channel. You should check it out. But, This game series is literally perfect. Spider-Man is basically the perfect superhero. He's got great traversal, fighting. Then they even added symbiote, spider, iron spider, and then of course the electric moves from Miles Morales. You got Wraith helping you sometimes during fights. There's amazing boss battles, amazing story. This is literally almost a perfect game series. There's a couple reasons it's not in the top 5. Number 1, I have not played as much of these games as I have some of my other top games. I mean, I played Miles Morales last year. Like, that was the first time I ever beat a Spider-Man game last year. I've not had as much time with the Spider-Man games as I had, like, any games on this list. At all. So, Spider-Man has a little bit of disadvantage because of that. And second, I mean, there's one really great game, one good game, and one game. There's a lot of game series is up next, okay? And so if you only have 3 games and one of them I don't even like that much, it's hard for you to get up in the rankings. But this is not like if it was a solo game, Spider-Man 2 would be in my top 3 probably, top 5 at least. It just as a whole series compared to some of the longer series on this video is kind of on the lower end, sadly. But still, number 6 is really good. Next, you got number 5, and it's probably a surprise, Super Mario series. Now, it's crazy to have this one over the Spider-Man series, but this includes literally every adventure Mario game. That's what I'm having. So, Paper Mario games, which don't really matter here because I didn't play any of them. 2D Mario games and 3D Mario games, including 3D World, 3D Land, Odyssey, all that stuff. Which, when you see that I included all that, you could probably see why it's so high on the list. Matter of fact, if I added Olympic Games Kart and Party, it would probably be even higher on the list. But I think the main reason I have this high up is because of 3D World. That's like an amazing game. Mario 3D World was a great game. People kind of starting to underrate it since Odyssey's super good. But like 3 people playing Mario 3D World together on the Wii U was some of the coolest parts of my life ever. It was an amazing game for multiplayer, and it kind of changed the realm of gaming, just like Mario and Nintendo always do. I have it above Spider-Man because it has more games for me to enjoy. I've been playing Mario since I had my first ever DS. So, compared to Spider-Man, which I started playing a couple months ago, it's kind of like a clear difference. What other games? There's the 2D Mario games, which are all really good. They're bland, but they don't need to be anything crazy. Until Mario Wonder, which they just decided to change everything, which I haven't played that game, but still know it's very good. 3D Mario games, 3D Land and 3D World are both amazing games, obviously. 3D Land is a little bit of a weird one, because it never really got... it sold really well, but people don't really talk about it as being a great game. But for someone who was on a DS and didn't have a Wii U, it was an amazing game. Then when we got the Wii U, and it had both, it felt even better. Mario's just a really consistent game series, and I have to have it up here because Mario, I even don't talk about it or play it much. I still enjoy Mario as one of my favorite game series of all time. The reason it's not higher is because I don't have a standout game besides 3D World for it. I love 3D World. All the other games are good. They're just good. That's why it can't be higher on this list. Next, we got Ace Attorney series. This is an odd one because it's nothing like all the other games here. All these other ones are where you move the main character or the character that you're being. And this one, no, it's more of a visual novel type, and it's the only one on this list. But it's weird because I don't really like any of the other visual novel type of games. So, Ace Attorney, I really like lawyer, I like crime and stuff. There's really good... out of all the series, there's only a few I've played. I've played the first game. I played the entire trilogy. I haven't beat the entire trilogy. I'm currently playing Trials and Tribulations. I beat Justice for All. I almost beat the first game. And I've beaten Spirit of Justice. And I pretty much played every mainline Ace Attorney game. I haven't beaten all of them, but I played all of them. So, I know a good amount about them. I haven't played Investigations or Great Ace Attorney, but they're still very good games. I'm sure. Playing Spirit of Justice really boosted this list up. It was a very fun game. I might replay it on my YouTube channel. So you might be excited for that eventually. But right now I'm going to get through God of War. But the characters in Ace Attorney really bring it up for me. I like literally all of them, pretty much. Every main character in Ace Attorney is great. Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice, who's here, Tina Sykes. It's kind of weird to explain these games because they're more story-based. There's literally nothing outside of stories in these games. And if I talked about the game, I would end up talking about it for an hour, and I don't have that much time. Well, I do, but I'm not going to spend that much time talking about this game. This is an excuse for me to get through this game pretty quickly. This is going to be a short entry, despite me really loving these games, because there's not much to talk about unless you spoil the entire game for everybody. So I'm just going to go on and tell you that these games are amazing, and you should play them. Number 3, we got Fortnite. I already mentioned that it was way too low on my other list, which I have no idea why it was so low, because at the time, I was a Fortnite enthusiast. Now I'm not really playing it much. Like today, I haven't played it in like a couple weeks, but maybe not a month. I don't say a month, a couple weeks. But still one of my favorite games to use all the time. I've been playing it, not games, just games. I've been playing it forever. This is the highest ranking, just singular game by far. People, they try to say it fries your brain or whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm normal, and I've played it for a very long time. It's just consistent. If I get bored of it, I'll stop playing it, but then I come back next season, there's brand new guns and everything, new battle pass, everything. You just get right back into the fun. It's literally it's impossible not to enjoy this game. Even when there's lesser seasons, you still play them just because it's still good old Fortnite. They brought back the OG season for a bit. It revived Fortnite. And then now Chapter 5 is out, and even though it's not as good as the OG season in my opinion, I mean, I like it, but I really enjoy the OG season. Some people hated it, but it doesn't matter, because those people that played OG Fortnite still kept playing when the new season came out and kept Fortnite getting its popularity back. Now, what I will say is that I don't like really any of the mini stuff. Like, I played Rocket Racing until I got to go, so I could get the free skin and stop playing that. I played the Guitar Hero for a little bit. Kind of trash. Stop playing that. Lego Fortnite, people saying that's better than Minecraft. It's just not true. But the Battle Royale is so good. But I'm telling you, that Battle Royale is really good too. But Fortnite would not be as high as it is now without creative. And that's pretty to say, creative was pretty late in the Fortnite's peak. But if you try to say it's not important, you're just wrong. Creative is introduced. It really was made Fortnite players so good today. Being able to train on creative, box fights, zone wars, piece control, regular edit practice maps, 1v1 maps. Literally all that is only because of creative. If creative wasn't here, you'd be stuck trying to get all your guns and mats on Playground before you could actually do anything. By the way, Playground's really underrated. That used to be so good. But yeah, creative is a really big part of Fortnite. Fortnite's an amazing game. The reason it's not higher is because out of the other two games, I've been playing those literally forever compared to Fortnite. Like, Fortnite I started playing when I was in the early double digits of age. These games I started playing in the single digits. And they're also game series, which are way easier to rank higher than one singular game. Next, we got Madden. Now, you might have expected this to be number 1, because if you check out my other channel, you would know I play Madden all the time. I have like 3, 4, 5 different franchises on there. I have a whole channel right now that's just talking about football. You would think, yeah, Madden's gotta be these guys' favorite game. Football's my favorite sport, and my favorite thing. It's basically my favorite everything, except for his video game. we gotta admit, guys, Madden is getting carried by the fact it's football. Because video game-wise, Madden isn't that good. It's got some great elements, but people hate the Madden games, but they play it because it's football, and football's the greatest thing of all time. The Madden video game is not very good. Nonetheless, I still enjoy it because I love football so much. It doesn't matter the quality of the football game. I'll play it if it's football, which is why I also like games like Retro Bowl. But these games are still amazing in my opinion. Madden 17 was peak. I started playing Madden 12. I barely know what I was doing. Probably maybe a little bit earlier than that, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was still playing it, but Madden 17 was my peak of Madden. That game was super good. I don't know why, it was just so enjoyable. Throwing the ball up to Julio Jones. The physics were terrible, but it still made the game funner. But that's why the game died off after that. Madden 18 and 19 were alright. Madden 18 was okay, but Madden 19 was bad. Madden 20 was bad. Madden 21 was the worst Madden game ever. I don't know, it's Madden 19 or Madden 21. Those two games suck. But that Madden 22 was getting better. Then Madden 23 was actually maybe good. And then Madden 24 is definitely at least decent. Like, we can't lie. Now I got next gen, I learned that maybe Madden's actually a good game. People hate it, I love it, and I'll probably love it forever. But there's one game I cannot beat. It cannot beat, and it's Pokemon. Oh, this feels gonna be so loud. But yeah, there's just a difference between what people like and what I like. Because Pokemon is another game series that people say is not good. Now, it definitely has controversy with the tree incident, the national dex. But I'm telling you, when I got Pokemon Sun for the first time, my life changed. It's still my favorite Pokemon game of all time. Favorite video game of all time, matter of fact. Pokemon Sun was amazing. It was very storyline based, and for someone who could barely understand complex stories, having a really simple story in Pokemon Sun, along with one of my favorite starters of all time in Incineroar, Wonder Trades, where you just basically trade for whatever you want, and have an overpowered team for the league just because you trade for a bunch of level 100s. There's a lot of good parts of Pokemon. And then you move on to Gen 8, which I actually really don't like. There's two bad games in my opinion. I didn't like Sword and Shield, I didn't like Brilliant Diamond, but I did love Legends Arceus. And then they came out with Gen 9, and it's interesting to say the least. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm on the loving side, because I feel like I beat that game 20 times. I've already beat it 3 times. I'll beat it probably 10 times before I even turn 18, to be honest. But, and also, I love it so much I've been going back to play the older games. I've beaten Pokemon Diamond. I've beaten, X and Omega Ruby, despite them not being my first game. My first game was Gen 7. And I'm even like about halfway done with Gen 5 in Pokemon Black. Yeah, it's been my favorite game series forever. Well, not really. I'll say before I had it, I liked Men the most. But now Pokemon's jumped up so far that I literally love everything Pokemon just because of the great video game that is Pokemon Sun. And that boosts it up all the way to 1 just for that simple fact. I'm going to wrap it up here because I've been talking forever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what your favorite game series is down below. See you guys later. Adios.